Some of you have been asking, and yes, we do have the carbon-plated, high-cushion marathon shoes, half marathon shoes, road racing shoes by HOKA now. We're going to talk about strength for runners. What do runners do when they're not running? We're going to talk about a lot of things. Let's do this. Hey everybody, welcome. What date is it? Hey everybody, welcome to another weekly update with Blue Ox Running. It is a glorious, beautiful, Berkey weekend. Is the lighting in here right? Have a fantastic time up there for those of you that are going up. But let's talk about the group run real quick. A quick heads up for those of you signed up for our Ragnar teams. I just sent an email out last night. Check your email and you will confirm whether you are finally in, yes, or out, no. You'll give me a yes or a no, and we'll start to put those final teams together. And we've got about 30 people signed up with us, and we have some shuffling around to do. It's going to be a great time. So check your email if you're doing Ragnar. All right, next thing. Next week's, I almost said Berkey run. Next week's? I can't get this out. Next month, we're gonna have strength for runners. We're gonna have a little mini clinic here. Dr. Kurt Riley's gonna talk to us a little bit about some of the exercises that we've already seen, but also we're gonna deep dive into something called eccentric strength for your muscles, okay? So there's a couple different ways that we can strengthen our muscles. He's a big believer in the concentric and the eccentric. I hope I'm saying that right. He's the expert, not us right now, but we're gonna all become the experts when he shares some good knowledge about how it is we build our strength as runners. It is important to put in the miles. It is important to go out and run a lot, but there are little things you can do along the way, maybe even just twice or 3 times throughout the week for like 10 minutes that will help you stay injury-free, help you be stronger, especially for those of you that are looking at courses with hill running, up and down, and the flat courses. It'll help your strength as a runner. If you've ever been burned by an injury, a lot of times strength training in the legs, in the core, in the glutes, in the hips can help a ton. So let's not get injured before we think about it. Let's all think about it together. Next month, stay tuned for the exact week, but next month in March, stay tuned and look out for strength for runners. We're gonna have a little bit of a deep dive, and heck, let's have some good old-fashioned chili that night maybe. A date you can put on the calendar that I'm super excited about is not in March, but it's in April. April 16th, put it on the calendar. You're gonna have the day free. It's the day after tax day. So all you accountants come on down, everyone filing their taxes, you're gonna be free of that burden. You're gonna come on down Thursday. April 16th is going to be a fantastic group run. We're gonna have the race directors of the Eau Claire Marathon here with some free stuff, maybe even have a short shorts fashion show. We did that last year. We've got some new short shorts that we wanna demo, but we're basically gonna have our Eau Claire Marathon kickoff group run that week. You're gonna have question and answer time with the Eau Claire Marathon race directors. Remember, there's a new starting and finishing areas. Get all those questions out there face to face a couple weeks before. They'll be able to talk about parking. They'll be able to talk about our own personal water potty. Did I say we have our own personal porta potty at the start and finish? We will have a tent area at the start and finish. Over 80 people have signed up with Blue Ox Running. We are either the first or the second leading run club in the area to kind of have our spot down at the Eau Claire Marathon. Mom's on the rum? Man, I cannot talk today. I am tired, but I'm somehow energetic at the same time. You ever have that? Moms on the Run is another fantastic running group here in town. They have over 80 people as well. I think the Moms on the Run group and our Blue Ox Running group are kind of head to head with who's gonna sign up more. So if you haven't signed up for Eau Claire Marathon, half marathon, 5K relay, sign up under Blue Ox Running. There's a space to do that under the registration, and you will get looped into our kind of group benefits. More on that to come, but mark your calendar. April 16th, here at the store, 6 p.m., we'll have our normal group run and then some. We'll have a great evening. Yes, there will be food. Yes, there will be fun. Yes, there will be short shorts weather, okay? Unless it's a blizzard, in which we'll still wear our short shorts. All right, Ragnar people, you know what you're doing. March is strength for runners. April 16th is a group run. May comes in and we're doing the Eau Claire Marathon weekend. Man, we are almost into spring racing, which reminds me, I gotta show you this. If you've been on Instagram, you've already seen this. We do have a fantastic addition to the racing shoe wall here at Blue Ox Running. We did bring in a couple colors, men's and women, of the HOKA carbon Carbon X. All right, so some of you have heard of some of the, I don't know, the controversy, the rules, a lot of news, a lot of buzz about carbon plated shoes. Honestly, for the last couple years, there hasn't really been a regulation. So this spring, a few weeks ago, there was rules. I'm actually just gonna get them out here and read them. There's rules handed down by World Athletics talking about the specs of some of these shoes because they're just getting kind of out of control. There's multiple carbon plates on some of them. There's some of them that have like 52 inches of a stack height. So the new rules are the sole cannot be thicker than 40 millimeters, which this is. The shoe can't contain more than one rigid embedded plate. So basically the carbon plating, you can't have more than one. That rigid carbon plating has been a lot of the talk, but a lot of the talk is also the cushioning. So there's a couple shoes that have been coming out that are actually now illegal in world athletic competition, in the major marathons, for people that are in the prize money, especially at the Olympics. They also need to be available to the public for more than 4 months now, for them to actually be legal. So a lot of news there. We've been kind of waiting to see what that's gonna do because it's kind of been the wild, wild west for the last, I don't know, year and a half, 2-3 years to see what kind of regulation and what's gonna be legal and non-legal. There's actually a version that came out from a certain manufacturer, a certain brand that is now illegal, okay? That there was a huge performance done by. The Breaking 2 thing was done in the new Nike Alpha Fly. That is not legal for competition now. So I'm glad we have a standard. I'm glad we can stop talking about the shoes and really talk about the performance and the athletes a little bit more. Shoes are always gonna kind of evolve a little bit, but I think this is a great regulation so we can actually just have all the brands be on board and move forward. All right, let's talk about HOKA Carbon X a little bit. HOKA Carbon X has a carbon plate all the way through there. It's got a lot of cushion, but it's super, super firm. These shoes are made to be a race day shoe, marathon, half marathon, some of your road racing distances, depending on how fast you're going. It's gonna really get you up on that midfoot to forefoot and slap the ground and spring you forward, okay? That's the whole deal, and that's why a lot of these records have been falling. The world record, men's and women's, in the last year or two, the Breaking 2 project. There's gonna be some really cool stuff happening this spring, especially at that London Marathon. So we have our first carbon plated shoe. Actually, I misspoke. There have been carbon plates in shoes before. This is the Ultra Vanish. It's super flexible. It's got a very low stack height. It is not a high cushion shoe, but they've been putting carbon in shoes for a while. It's not really just the carbon that we've been talking about. It's again, all of that cushioning. The stack height can't be too high, and some of the other things I said before, okay? A great color in men's and women's right now, and those colors are gonna change throughout the fall lineup. We're looking at other brands for carbon plated shoes, but right now the big players in town, Nike has a couple shoes out, some of them legal, some of them illegal, and then we have the HOKA Carbon X for you. If you're looking for a fast race day shoe on the roads, this is kind of what I would be looking for if I was gonna run a marathon this week. All right, I think that's it today. I'm gonna let you go. We have all those dates. Look at the beginning of the video if you have any questions about what's coming up. Come see us if you need stuff. Come see us if you don't need stuff. We like to just say hello and chat running. And I think I got through all my notes. All right, goodbye.